students. Today we are going to learn the balance portion of our chapter 8 light. Okay, what we learned in the previous class? Yes, we learned about light. Yes, we learned about the two types of mirrors, that is convex mirror and concave mirror. And what we learned in the previous class? Yes, we learned about lenses. What do you mean by lens? What do you mean by a lens? Yes, we know that a lens is a part of reflecting material that is made up of, or if it is made up of glass or a plastic, but curved from both sides. That are called a lens. Okay, there are two types of lenses we use. That is first one convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens and concave lens. First of all, we learn about convex lens. Then the convex lenses are those lenses which feel thicker at the middle than at the edges. In a convex lens, it is the shape of a convex lens. It is thicker at the middle than at the edges. If it is a convex lens, then a ray of light passes into a. If a ray of light passes into a convex lens, a ray of light passes into a convex lens. It merges the light rays passing through it at a certain point. It converges at a certain point. Therefore, it is also called the converging lens. It is also called a converging lens. Converging lens. If light rays passes here we can see that if the light ray is passing through a convex lens, then after reflection it merges into a certain point, or it converges into a certain point, and so we can see the image of the light rays at a certain point. So it converges at a point, so it is also called a converging lenses. Once again, about convex lenses is a part of spherical or part of a reflecting material which is made up of either glass or plastic, but it is curved from both sides. Then there are two types of lenses are there: convex lens and concave lens. A convex lenses are those lenses which are thicker at the edges than at the middle than at the edges. It is thicker at the middle and thin at the edges. And also, if the light ray is passing through a convex lens, it merges or it converges into a certain point. So it is also called a converging lens. Then we learn about concave lens. How the images, what is the properties of the images formed by a convex lens? Then in a convex lens, the images are real. And also the images are inverted. The images are inverted, and the image is large and appears close to the lens. Image is large image large. Image is large. Image is large and which is close to the lens. Which is close to the lens. Okay. Once again about the images formed by. Once again about the images formed by a convex lens. It is real, inverted, and the image is large and which is close to the lens. Which is close to the lens. And where we use the convex lenses? We use the convex lenses in the equipments like microscope, telescope, camera, and projector. We use the convex lenses in the equipments like microscope, telescope, camera, and projector. Microscope, telescope, camera, and projector. Okay, all of you understood about convex lenses. First of all, about the convex lenses. Convex lenses are those lenses. They have thicker at the middle than at the edges. Than at the edges. If the light rays passes into a convex lens, it gets reflected and merges into a certain point or converges at a certain point. So it is also called a converging lenses. And the image formed by a convex lens is real and it is inverted, and the image is large and which is very close to the lenses. And the convex lenses are used in the equipments like telescope, microscope, camera, and projector. All of you understood about convex lens? Then next we learn about the concave lens. Concave lens. Next we learn about concave lens. Concave lenses are those lenses which feel thinner in the middle than at the edges. Thinner in the middle than at the edges. Thinner in the middle. Thinner at the middle than at the edges. So, the concave lenses are those lenses which feel thinner at the middle and than at the edges, and also it reflects back the light that travels through it in different directions. Therefore, it is called a diverging lens. So, if the light rays is passing into a concave lenses, after reflection, after reflection they are diverging from the lenses. So it is called concave lens is also called diverging lens. Diverging lens. Okay, once again about the concave lens. Concave lenses are thinner at the middle than at the edges, and if you reflect it, and after if the light ray is passing through a concave lens, then the light rays diverging from the lenses after reflection. So it is also called a diverging lens. How the image is formed by, what is the properties of the images formed by a concave lens? Yes, it is virtual. The images are virtual, then virtual, erect, then small and virtual, erect and small. Virtual, erect and small, and also it appears far away from the lens. Far away from the lens. Once again about the images formed by a concave lens: virtual, erect, small, and far away. Appears far away from the lenses. Where we use the concave lenses, we use the objects in bigger sizes, objects small letters and objects in bigger sizes. So the dentists, doctors, etc. are used by concave lenses for enlarging their eyes, nose, different parts of eyes, nose, ears, etc. Okay. Next we are going to learn about what refraction. Next we learn about refraction. What do you mean by refraction? Do you know what you mean by refraction? Then when light ray travels from one medium to another, when the light ray travels from one medium to another, its path undergoes deviation. Its paths undergo deviation. If a light ray travels from one medium to another, its path undergoes deviation. This phenomenon of light is called refraction. This phenomenon of light is called refraction. Okay, for example, for a refraction, if we know that the different mediums are air, water, then air, water, vacuum, etc. are the different mediums present. So if we enter into a water or if we enter into a river, we know that from which medium to we enter into water medium. From first of all we start in air medium, then if we enter into the water, then we enter into another medium, that is water. Then in this time we get refraction. If we can see that our hand is bent, or if the hand is broken, if our legs or not hand, our leg is in the manner of broken legs, we can say that our leg is broken, because if the light rays travels from one medium to another, its path undergoes deviation. Its path undergoes deviations. So this is a phenomenon. It is a phenomenon of light is called refraction. Due to refraction, we can see that. Another example, we can say that if we take a glass of water, then put a pencil inside the glass of water. Then what happened? We can see that the pencil appears in a broken manner. Because is it broken? Really broken? No. It appears broken because the pencil enters from the air medium to water medium. The light rays gets deviation. The path of light rays gets deviated. So it takes refraction. So due to this we can see the pencil is in the broken manner. Okay, all of you understood about refraction? Okay, next we learn about dispersion. Next we learn about dispersion. First of all, we learn about it. After learning dispersion, we learn about spectrum. What do you mean by spectrum? A spectrum means, then if a beam of light is passed through a glass prism. Have you seen that glass prism? If it is a glass, consider it is a glass prism. If a beam of light which is passed through a glass prism, then the white light, sunlight is a white light, then sunlight, any other light sources we use, they are white light. So white light, if a beam of white light is passed through a glass prism, then the white light splits to form a band of 7 colors on a white screen. So it is known as the spectrum of light. For making a spectrum of light, first of all we need a glass prism. Then we need a whiteboard for getting the image. Then we need a light source, white light. We need a white light or sunlight. if by a beam of white light, if a beam of white light means or beam of white light or sunlight is passed through a glass prism, then the white light splits, when the white light splits into splits into a band of 7 colors on the white screen. Seven white colors on the white screen. A band of 7 colors splits into 7 colors on the white screen. That is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Orange and red. Orange and red. Once again, all of you listen. Here, if a beam of white light passes through a glass prism, then it deflects into splits up into a band of 7 colors. This is called a spectrum. This is called these 7 colors of these are called known as the spectrum of white light. Spectrum of white light. Spectrum of white light. These 7 band of colors are called a spectrum of white light. That is VIBGYOR. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. That is VIBGYOR. Spectrum of white light. That is VIBGYOR. Then for the formation of this 7 band of 7 colors, that is the spectrum of white light, is a mixture of 7 colors. So white light and sunlight is we know that the sunlight is white light. So for the white light is a mixture of 7 colors. White light is a mixture of 7 colors. So now we can say that the sunlight consists of what? 7 colors. Sunlight consists of 7 colors. So for the formation of spectrum of white light, here is a phenomenon takes place that is called dispersion. Dispersion. What do you mean by dispersion? Dispersion means the splitting up of what do you mean by dispersion? The splitting of white light into its component colors. The splitting of white light into its component colors are called what? Dispersion. Are called dispersion. Okay. Once again about spectrum of white light. First of all, for making the spectrum of white light, we need a glass prism, a whiteboard and a light source. Here we take the sunlight. Sunlight is a white light. So we know that sunlight is we can see sunlight is a white light. If we pass the white light or the sunlight into a glass of prism, then it splits into a band of 7 colors. 7 colors due to a phenomenon called a dispersion. Then we get the band of 7 colors on the whiteboard. That is VIBGYOR. Then it is the set of 7. The band of 7 colors is called the spectrum of white light. The band of 7 colors is called the spectrum of white light, and spectrum of white light means VGO. So for getting the spectrum of white light, dispersion takes place, and also we can say that the sunlight is not a white, sunlight is a white light, and also the sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. Sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. Sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. Then due to dispersion we can see that rainbow. Due to dispersion we can see that rainbow in the sky. Rainbow in the sky. And also we can make the color a CD placed in. We know that we all know about the CD. Then we can see that if we place a CD into the sunlight, what happened? We can see the rainbow. We can see the rainbow. Okay. And also we can see that we can make a color disc. We can make a color disc. First of all, we take a cardboard in the shape of a round shape, in the shape of a disc, and we divide the disc into 7 bands and color the 7 colors with geo into the color disc. Then if we move the disc slowly, then we can see the color of the 7 colors of the 7 colors present in the disc. Then if we move the disc very fast, we can see the color of the disc is in the white color. It is changed into white color. So we can say that the sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors, but if we can see the sunlight, it is in the form of white color. It is in the form of white color. How the sunlight gets the different colors? Yes, due to dispersion. All of you understood about the dispersion of white light through prism? Yes, sunlight may appear as white, but in fact it is made up of 7 component of colors. This can be observed when a beam of sunlight is passed through a glass prism, triangular prism, or when the white light falls on a CD. When a light falls on a CD placed in the sun, we can see that the dispersion of white light. And also the 7 colors we can see in the rainbow in the rainbow in the sky. So what do you mean by dispersion? Dispersion means the splitting of white light into its component colors are called the dispersion. What do you mean by dispersion? The splitting up of white light into its component colors is called a dispersion. Then due to dispersion, rainbow, and then what spectrum of white light. Then we get if we place a CD in the sunlight, we get the spectrum of white light. That is, we get the 7 band of colors, and also we make a color disc. We make a color disc and we rotate the color disc very fast. We get a spectrum. We get a VGO. So from these observations, we can say that the sunlight is not a white light. Sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. Okay, all of you understood about what do you mean by spectrum? What do you mean by spectrum? If a beam of white light is passed through a glass prism, passed through a triangular glass prism, then the white light splits to form a band of 7 colors on a white screen. That is known as the spectrum of white light. Due to dispersion, the spectrum of white light is formed. Due to dispersion, the spectrum of white light is formed. The spectrum is VGO: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And also we can say that sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. White light is a mixture of 7 colors. Okay, all of you understood? Then how rainbow is formed? We know that the rainbow is occurred during Then if the sunlight, after rain we know that the water drops are present in the atmosphere, then the light rays from the sun is, if the light rays from the sun, first of all refraction takes place, and also dispersion takes place in the atmosphere due to refraction and dispersion takes place in the water drops present in the atmosphere. Due to this we can see the due to dispersion the sunlight splits up into 7 colors, and on the in the arc-shaped manner. So we can see it as a rainbow in the sky. We can see that rainbow, 7 colors. 7 colors on the sky. Vibgeo, we can see on the where in the sky after rain the water drops present in the atmosphere gets refracted first, and also dispersion takes place in the water drops. Due to this the rainbow is formed, the spectrum of white light is formed in the sky. We can see it as a rainbow. Okay, all of you understood about it? Okay, next in your textbook the picture of rainbow is given. Here we can see the rainbow, the Vibgeo, the splitting up of white light into its component colors. Here first of all the white light gets refracted and dispersion takes place. Okay, then all of you listen here. The white light consists of 7 colors. Yes, if the white light is passed through a glass of triangular glass prism, it gets splits into 7 band of colors. That is Vibgeo. Due to dispersion, we get a spectrum of light. And also, if we keep a CD in the sunlight, we can see the 7 colors. We can see the 7 colors due to dispersion. Then in your textbooks, page number 187, an activity is given for making a color disc with the 7 colors. Then we can see, first of all, we take a cardboard in the round shape and color and equally divide the disc into 7 parts and color the Vibgeo: violet, blue, green, yellow, red, orange, etc. Then the Vibgeo color is given to the divided 7 portions. Then we keep the disc in our hands and turn the disc slowly. We can see the 7 colors. If we turn the color disc in fast, we can see that the color of the disc is changed into white color. From this we can say that the white color is a mixture of 7 colors. Okay, all of you understood about dispersion, refraction. Okay. Next, that's all about in this lesson. Okay, what all things we learn in this lesson? We learn about light. We know that light, what do you mean by light? Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation which produces in us the sensation of vision. We know that the light travels only in the straight line. Then we learn about reflection of light. What do you mean by reflection of light? When a ray of light approaches a smooth polished surface, it bounces back. It gets reflected back. Bounces back. This is called reflection of light. There are 2 types of reflection takes place: regular reflection and diffused reflection or irregular reflection. Regular reflection takes place only in a smooth surface. If if the incident ray, if a ray of light approaches when a parallel rays of light fall on a smooth or polished surface, then the reflected rays are parallel to each other. The reflected rays are parallel to, goes back parallel to each other. That is called regular reflection. Then what we learn? Yes, we learn about diffused reflection. Diffused reflection means the diffused reflection is only takes place in a rough surface. Rough surface. If when the ray of light is passed enter into a rough surface, it gets reflected. It gets reflected in any directions. So in a rough surface. So it is called a diffused reflection or irregular reflection. Okay. Next we learn about the mirrors. First of all we learn about a plane mirror. We know that a plane mirror consists of a shiny polished surface. They can act as a plane mirror. The characteristics of a plane mirror, the images formed by a plane mirror are the image distance and the object distances are same, equal. Then size of the object and the images are equal. Then the image formed is erect and virtual. Image formed is erect and virtual. These are the properties of the characteristics of the images formed by a plane mirror. The image and the object distances are equal. The size of the image and the object sizes are same or equal, and also the image formed is erect. Image formed is erect and virtual. Then what we learn? Next we learn about real image and virtual image. What is real image? Real image means an image which can be obtained on a screen is called real image. And what is virtual image? An image which cannot be obtained on a screen is called a virtual image. Then what we learn? We learn about the laws of reflection of light. What is the laws of reflection of light? The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal all are lying in the same plane, and the angle of incidence and the angle of reflections are equal. What is incident ray? What is incident ray? The light ray that falls on the reflecting surface is called the incident ray. What is reflected ray? The light ray that gets reflected back from the reflecting surface is called a reflected ray. What is normal? Normal is an imaginary line drawn perpendicular to the reflecting surface, and the point of incidence is the normal. Next we learn about mirrors. Next we learn about mirrors. There are two types of mirrors. Spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror is a spherical mirror which is whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. Curved inwards is called a concave mirror, and convex mirror is a spherical mirror, part of spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is outward, curved outward. Then how the image is formed in a concave mirror? The image either be real or virtual, and also either be inverted or erect, and it can have the same size as that of the object. It can have the same size as that of the object. Then the concave mirrors are used in the satellites, dishes, dentist, shaving mirrors, then headlights of car, torches, etc. Next, the image formed by a convex mirror are virtual, always are always upright or erect, and it is smaller in size than that of the object. Then it is used in rear view mirrors in vehicles. Rear view mirrors in vehicles because it can spread. It can make an image of a large area in smaller size. Then and the convex mirrors are used in the mirror security mirrors near an ATM. Then we learn about lenses. What are lenses? Lenses are a part of a reflecting material which is either made up of glass or plastic. Its two sides are curved shape. Both sides are curved from curved shape. Then convex lens and concave lenses are present. Convex lenses are those lenses which is it is thicker at the middle than at the edges, and also it is also called converging lenses. And the concave lenses are those lenses which we can feel that its middle is thinner than at the edges, and also it is also a diverging lens. Then the images formed by a concave lenses are always virtual. Concave lenses are virtual, erected and small, and also appears far away from the lenses. In a convex lenses, the image formed real, inverted, and image is large, and it appears far near to close to the lenses. Then next we learn about the refraction. What do you mean by refraction? When a ray of light travels from one medium to another, its path undergoes deviation. This process is called, this phenomenon is called, light is called refraction. Next we learn about the rainbow. For getting rainbow, the dispersion of light takes place. What do you mean by dispersion? The splitting up of white light into its component colors is called dispersion. The splitting up of white light into its component colors is called dispersion. Then and also we learn about the spectrum of white light. Spectrum of how we get the spectrum of white light. If a beam of white light is passed into a glass prism, it splits into a band of 7 colors. That is known as the spectrum of white light. And we can say that due to dispersion, the spectrum of white light is obtained. And this is the spectrum of white light consists of 7 colors, that is Vibgeo, violet, blue, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. These are the 7 band of colors formed in a spectrum of white light. So we can say that the sunlight is a mixture of 7 colors. The sunlight is a white light. The white light consists of 7 colors. And also we can see that if we keep a CD in sunlight, we can see the 7 band of colors. And also we can make a color disc for discovering or proving that the sunlight is white light is a mixture of 7 colors. First of all, we take a cardboard in a circular shape and divide the cardboard into 7 equal parts and give the Vibgeo color to each dividing portions. Then we turn the color disc slowly. We can see the 7 colors. If we make it fast to turn the color disc, we can see the color disc is changed to white color. It is due to dispersion. And also we can say that the white light is a mixture of 7 colors. Okay, so that's all we learn in this chapter. Okay, next we are going to our exercise portions. Here some fill-ups are given. First one, an image that cannot be obtained on a screen is called a virtual image. An image which can be obtained on a screen is called a real image. Image formed by a convex mirror or image formed by a convex mirror is convex dash is always virtual and smaller in size. Convex mirror or lens. Convex mirror. Next, an image formed by a dash mirror is always of the same size as that of the object. Plane mirror. An image which can be obtained on a screen is called a real image. An image formed by a concave dash cannot be obtained on a screen. That is virtual. That is lens. Concave lens. Then true or false. Then first one, we can obtain an enlarged and erect image by a convex mirror. False. A concave lens always form a virtual image. True. Concave lens always form a virtual image. Okay. Then we can obtain a real enlarged and inverted image by a concave mirror. True. Then a real image cannot be obtained on a screen. A real image cannot be obtained. False. A concave mirror always form a real image. False. Next one. Match the items. A concave mirror always form a real image. A concave mirror. A concave mirror. Concave mirror always form a real image? No, it's either real or virtual. Next, match the items given in column 1 with a plane mirror. A plane mirror, the image is erect and of the same size as the object. Then convex mirror, the image is erect and smaller in size than the object. A convex lens is used as a magnifying glass. Then a concave mirror is used by dentists to see enlarged image of teeth. Concave mirrors is used by dentists. Okay. Then a concave lens, the image is erect and smaller in size than the object. Concave lens, the image is erect and smaller in size than the object. Okay. Next, state the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. Image formed by a plane mirror, the image is erect and then what the distance between the object and the images are equal. The size of the image and the object are equal. These are the characteristics. Then find out the letters of English alphabet or any other language known to you in which the image formed in a plane mirror appears exactly like the letter itself. Discuss your findings. The letters that do not get lateral inversion. Which letters are not get lateral inversion? That is A, X, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X, Y, X, Y. These are the letters. If you do not get lateral inversion if we see through a plane mirror. Next one. What is a virtual image? What is a virtual image? Virtual image means an image which cannot be obtained on a screen are called virtual image. Given situation where a virtual image is formed, the virtual image is formed by a plane mirror. Next, state two differences between convex and a concave lens. Convex and concave lenses. Differences between convex lenses are converging lenses, and the concave lenses are diverging lenses. And the images formed by convex lenses are real, and the images formed by concave lenses are virtual. Next, we give one use each of a concave and a convex mirror. Concave and a convex mirror. Convex mirror is used by dentists and satellite dishes, then shaving mirrors, headlights of vehicles, torchlights, etc. Then convex mirrors are used in the rear view mirror in vehicles and security mirrors in the ATM, etc. Then which type of mirror can form a real image? Which type of mirror can form a real image? Concave mirror. Next, which type of lens forms always a virtual image? Virtual image, concave lens. Next, choose the correct option. A virtual image larger than the object can be produced by a concave mirror. David is observing his image in a plain mirror. David is observing. Here David is observing. Here David is observing his image in a plain mirror. The distance between the mirror and his image is 4 meters. The distance between, here David is standing. Here is the mirror. Distance between the mirror and his image. Mirror and his image is 4 meters. If he moves 1 meter towards, here it is 4 meter. If he moves 1 meter here, so what happened? 1 meter here. So the 4 meter is reduced. First of all, he is standing here in 4 meter from the mirror, and also the images is also 4 meter from the mirror, and also object and the images are in same 4 meter. If the David is moved 1 meter here, from here to here, so its distance is 3 meter, reduced by 3 meter. So the images is also reduced by 3 meter. And the distance between the David and his image is 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. That is equal to 6 meter. That is 6 meter. Okay, once again, first of all, the David is standing here from the mirror. That is the distance 4 meter, and also the image formed by David is 4 meter, and he moved forward by 1 distance, so the distance is reduced by 3 meter, and also the image is also formed in 3 meters, and the distance between the David and the image is 3 plus 3, that is 6 meter. Okay students, our lesson is over. So let's wind up the class. All of you write your notes properly in your notebook. After writing, take a photo and send it to me. Thank you.